All right, last problem of the night. Problem 5-92. For each of the following rational expressions, add or subtract, then simplify. So letter A, we have the quantity of 2 minus x over x plus 4 plus the quantity of 3x plus 6 over x plus 4. So remember, when we're adding two fractions together, we take them and we look to see, first of all, do they have the common denominators? In this case, it does. So when you have a common denominator, we can go ahead and combine it into one fraction. We could say 2 minus x plus 3x plus 6, or plus this quantity here, all over the same denominator, which is just x plus 4. You do not need to add your denominators together. Now, it's just about combining like terms. We've got a negative x and a positive 3x, which is going to give us 2x. Positive 2 and positive 6 is going to give us positive 8. So we have 2x plus 8 over x plus 4. Well, the next step is just to double check, does anything factor? And in this case, 2x plus 8 does factor, which we can factor out the 2, and we're left with x plus 4. Remember, 2 times x is 2x, 2 times 4 is 8. Well, when we look at this now, we've got a binomial over the same binomial here, which means that these divide to give us 1 over 1. And then when we multiply 2 times 1, we're going to get 2. So our final answer there should be 2. Letter B, we've got 3 over the quantity of x plus 2 times the quantity of x plus 3. And we're adding to that x over the quantity of x plus 2 times the quantity of x plus 3. So once again, we've got common denominators here. So let's just take that step of rewriting it as one fraction. So we're going to say 3, or whatever we have in our numerator here, plus whatever we have in our numerator here. So 3 plus x over x plus 2 times the quantity of x plus 3. Well, if you think about it, 3 plus x is the same thing as x plus 3. So we have the same factor divided by itself, which gives us 1 over 1, and leads us to our answer of 1 over the quantity of x plus 2. There is our answer for part B. Letter C now. We have 3 over the quantity of x minus 1, and we're subtracting 2 over the quantity of x minus 2. Now this one's going to be a little bit different. We don't have common denominators, so we're going to have to get a common denominator before we can subtract. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to rewrite this below here. I've got the factor x minus 1, and I've got a factor of x minus 2. So in order to make these the same, I'm going to go ahead and multiply my left fraction by the value of 1, but in the form of x minus 2 over x minus 2. Now this denominator and this denominator share that factor. And let's do the same thing over here. Let's multiply this one by whatever factor that this fraction has that this one doesn't have, which is the x minus 1. Remember, x minus 1 over x minus 1 has the same value as 1. So we're not changing the value of anything, we're just changing what it looks like. So we now have 3 times the quantity of x minus 2 minus 2 times the quantity of x minus 1 all over x minus 2 times the quantity of x minus 1. Can't cancel these out here because both terms have to have the same thing there. So now we're going to have to simplify this down. Let's do it. 3 times x is going to be 3x. 3 times negative 2 is going to be minus 6. Negative 2 times x is going to be minus 2x. And negative 2 times negative 1 is plus 2. We have all that over x minus 2 times x minus 1. 3x minus 2x is going to be x. Negative 6 plus 2 is going to be negative 4. So we end up with x minus 4 over the quantity of x minus 2 times the quantity of x minus 1. That is our answer. All right, last problem. We have 8 over x minus 4 over the quantity of x plus 2. This is one where people make mistakes, so make sure you're listening up. Let's remember here that this entire thing is a factor, and this is a factor. We can't change our factor. So in order to end up with common denominators here, I have to ask myself, what factor does this denominator have that this one doesn't have? And if you said the quantity of x plus 2, you are correct. So what I'm going to do here is, I'm going to rewrite this so I have a little bit more space. I'm going to multiply it by the value of 1 in the form of x plus 2 over x plus 2. And this one I have to multiply, our right side I have to multiply by whatever factor we have over here that it doesn't have, which is just x. So we're going to do x over x. So let's rewrite it here. We've got 8 times the quantity of x plus 2 minus 4 times x all over x times the quantity of x plus 2. Let's distribute our 8 through. We've got 8x plus 16 minus 4x all over x times the quantity of x plus 2. Combine our like terms. 8x minus 4x is going to be 4x plus 16 over x times the quantity of x plus 2. Now we get down to this last step and we want to ask ourselves, does anything factor? This one still factors on the top. Let's see if it does anything for us. If we take out a 4, we're going to have the quantity of x plus 4 left over x times the quantity of x plus 2. And when we do that now, nothing will cancel out here or reduce down. So you could say this is your answer if your teacher allows you to leave it in factored form. Or you could also say that this is your answer here as well. Either one is going to work. Since this one's a little bit more simplified in the numerator, I'm going to go with that one. This is problem D, problem C, B, and A for problem 592. This is Mr. Boyd. Hope that this helped you out. And I think we're finally done.